One to all mankind. Hopefully this video shows you how to destroy everything that could ever destroy you and only make your lives absolutely, positively good as the truth of God of them, only, always, and forever, getting bigger and better. If you're watching this, you are a man or a woman, you are male or female matter of atoms crossing and bonding in body of your matter. That is the good truth of your shape, form, and mass right now to the here and now of you, absolutely, positively bigger and better than all negativity that could cause your shape, form, and mass not to be one here and now. To reality check. That's a fact, or you just wouldn't be here and now. Okay? All atoms, creation applied, one to the here and now existence, are only stated one positive from the inside out, good at 360 degrees, bigger and better than all negativity that could ever destroy them. Now you could split an atom, but that atom only turns into smaller molecules, which are more atoms, and it only gets bigger and better because now it's not one, it's two. Okay? Your whole body is made of these indestructible atoms. And all the atoms in your body, in body of your matter, to the good truth of your shape, form, mass, only bond one positive, two or more, Christ-like, to make the good truth of God of not only your shape, form, mass, but every shape, form, and mass to the here and now of reality, Christ-like. Right? Not to exclude every dimension of time and space you could think of, and every shape, form, and mass of God you can think of. Okay? Now, check this out. All around you is an ocean of energy. Okay? And this ocean of energy, it affects negative and positive fundamental particles of this atom. It affects the electrons. It affects the top quarks of the neutron and the protons. Inside an atom, the proton has two up quarks, one down quark. Inside the neutron of an atom, the neutron has one up quark and two down quarks. It's an opposite charge that is neutral in the atom, but is an opposite charge to the charge of the proton. On the outside of the atom that circles it within two shells are electrons, and these electrons set two in a pair on the outer shell, okay, for the most part, unless when this Higgs field, right, passes through your body of atoms. Okay, here's what happens. If you're in more of a negative charge, okay, to the reality of your embodiment of matter, okay, this Higgs field is interacting with the top quarks of the neutron and the electrons that circle around it more than it is the proton, which is the positive energy of the good truth of the atom. Okay? And because the neutron has more of a negative charge and the electron has more of a negative charge, when that Higgs field, right, comes through those particles swell up. And what happens is either the electron, right, gets so swelled up, and because of the charge is actually a positive charge coming from the Higgs field, not only is it swelling this negative charge of the electron, but it's also pulling it, okay? And it causes these atoms to lose their bond to the good truth of the shape, form, and mass they're expressing. Because what happens is when this negative charge, right, arcs in between the proton and the electron, through the neutron and the electron, right, it causes the charge of the proton to go down, and either the electron is released from the outside of the atom, or the neutron, right, is in a decayed state, meaning it's either released from the inside of the atom and the atom splits, or when it releases the electron, I want to say this right, when it releases the electron, the neutron turns into a proton. Okay, now check me out. Well, anyways, right, when these atoms, right, are in more of a negative charge in body of the matter that they're stated with, they're in a state of disintegration and decay, like all things in a negative way. They can't hold the good truth of their shape, form, mass, only to be absolutely positively bonded good to the reality of their shape, form, and mass. And in reality, they are crisscrossing as a subtraction to the bigger and better of nothing. Just like all of all negativity, it only equates to one point, absolutely nothing. And in life, right, if you feel static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined, you feel that in only one way, a negative way. And if you stay in that negative way too long, it ages you out with decay and disintegration every way you could die of it, to one nothing, dust to wind at the beginning. Just like in life, so shall you be in death, static, twisted, scattered, blind, and undefined. You know, nothing, nothing. One nothing, dust to wind at the beginning. One nothing of being positive and good as the truth of your shape, form, and mass to the here and now reality. But when these atoms, right, and body of a matter is more positively charged, right? Well, it states them good. One whole embodiment of matter to the good truth of the shape, form, and the mass that they're expressing, and by the physics and laws of all reality of matter, of all atoms crossing and bonding, of all the known, foreknown forces of the universe, which is only negative and positive charges anyways, right? You can only get bigger and better. Look, it works like this. If it makes you feel positive from the inside out, it states you good at 360 degrees, right? That's how you feel, that's how you are, that's how you will be. And that is the absolute bigger and better instantly of it. Now, in reality, right, if that's a fact, only cross one positive, right? When you feel all negativity, only adding up to a feeling of good. And that good feeling will only state you bigger and better than the decay and disintegration of the negativity. Listen to me, if negativity can't state you, it can't disintegrate and decay you, fouled out, grounded out, and raptured up out of reality to one nothing, dust and wind at the beginning. Nothing, creation applied to the here and now existence of all God, truth, reality, right? Check this out. Ever crossed to one nothing, dust and wind at the beginning again, from crossing positive and good as the truth of it only getting bigger and better, except faith, atheists, and negativity, the one same bad ways of all creation of existence to the reality check of mankind. That's God. That's true. That's reality check. And that's a fact. And I'll tell you what, that's king of everything. And once you know to only apply it everywhere you're at, and you only train yourself to be preset that way, right? Then no matter what happens, no matter where you're at in existence, right? That will be the only way you are. You understand? So no matter what happens, right? If it's out of your control, you're already predetermined to only be that way. That's God. That's truth. That's the reality check of Jesus Christ. He didn't die for your sins. He didn't die for the sins of nobody. He set the example that never dies. And he told the thief, you'll be in paradise with me. And no, in reality check, that's how it happened. The thief was bonded one positive to the good truth of Jesus, right? And in reality, when you do that, you can only get bigger and better from the inside out. Every way, man. That is the truth of God of every body, of everything in creation applied to the here and now existence of all. And just like I said the other day, and I'll say it again, Donald Trump, man, you need to get at me like Pharaoh got at Joseph, and I could care less for this coronavirus. Listen, man, you can live through anything. You just got to know how to man up. You got to be able to identify what enemy is attacking you. If you run around calling things bad, well, in reality, that's unevolved, Adam, man. There's nothing bad. It's only negative and positive to the absolute good truth of God, of your shape, form, and mass, only crossing to the bigger and better of being positive and good, or to the absolute bigger and better of one nothing, static, twisted, scattered, blind, undefined, dust of wind at the beginning. Yeah. Won't happen to this, man. I know the absolute bigger and better of God of that. And I'll give it to you. Because in reality, your life, man, and my life, in the life of this planet, in the life of our children, in the life of decency, in the life of variety, in the life of God in man, as the children and the seeds of all of us, man, matter. Don't you know your life, right, is unique to all things in creation of existence? There is not another you. You cannot be replaced. And if your religions and your governments teach you have to die to go to heaven, or you don't have to live a decent, or you can't live a decent way because of a certain amount of money you make, or a certain way of life you might have come up in, or certain things you might have done, well, they're a lie on you. They're negative as hell. And my advice to you is crossing the one nothing. Why you do, guess what? I'll still be sitting around king. That's God, truth, reality. Check that out. That's a fact.